All right. How is everyone doing? Today is Wednesday. Stock market was crazy the first 2 days, going down in share price. Maybe many opportunities, but today first we're gonna talk about the SCHD list, which some people already are putting in the chat. Your SCHD shares, how many shares do you have? So just keep on putting them there. Keep on putting it in the chat. I want to know who is there in the chat. I see there's a few of you already. So we're definitely ready. We're definitely ready. And I have a few other things that I wanted to talk about, which is realty income earnings. They look pretty good. I'm just gonna go through the highlights real quick. And then also Kimberly Clark is buying KVUE. And you guys know that I've been wanting to move on from KVUE as of lately, the past couple of months. So this might be an opportunity. And I kind of have an idea of where do I want to put the money into, because I also don't want to take a hit in my dividends in that certain month. So we're going to talk about that later on. But first, let's talk about the SCHD list, where we are at. How many shares do you guys have? Let me know in the chat, because I'm gonna start going through the comments in the chat, and I'm also gonna show you SCHD, the dividend from December last year. So I have it on the spreadsheet. It's gonna show how much in dividends you guys are gonna get, like an estimated, if SCHD pays the same dividend as last year. But you just never know. I'm hoping it is nicer amount, like a higher amount than what they paid last year. So let's see how it goes. All right, let's see who is there. And Brendan is there in the chat. Your comment didn't pop up in my streaming program, because you commented before I started the stream, but it's still good. Won't make the live stream today, but I'm at 171 SCHD shares now. So I gotta update your shares real quick. Right here, let me see, Brendan, where you at? I'm gonna update it, and I'm gonna show the screen to everyone. But let me just go through the first two comments that happened right before the stream started. I'm at 87 shares. Novice reviewer. All right, let me see where novice reviewer is at, and it's right here, 87 shares. So nice right there. All right, let me see who else is there in the chat. And whoops. Yep, I did click on it. Mario, how are you doing, Mario? How's your week going so far, by the way, in the stock market, in the portfolio? Hey, what's up, Jay? I'm at 404 shares and counting. Want to get to 450 before the end of the year. So, wow, that's definitely great. 405 shares? Wow, and goal 450. My goal is 350, so I'm like 100 shares under you. But let me show you guys real quick. I'm gonna show you just the screen only. But this is it. This is the list right here that we're gonna update community total shares, and right here in this column D, which I'm highlighting right here in the middle. It has the estimated December dividend. What I did is I added the dividend that they paid last year, which it was 0.2645 cents per share. So definitely very exciting, and you guys can see that how much everyone is as an estimated is going to get. So let me see, Mario right here at 404 shares. So let me take a quick look at where Mario is at. Wow, very nice jump, Mario, right there. From 335 to 404. Or maybe it is that I just haven't updated it in a while. I think that's all it is. But definitely very, very exciting. Let me see how much Mario is going to get in estimated dividend in December. It's going to be $106. And Mario, are you going to drip that? Because that's going to get you about, what is it, 3 shares, almost 4 shares pretty much at the share price that it's at right now. So that's definitely great. Let me see, Tim is there in the chat. Nice to see you there, Tim. Good evening, everyone. Hope all is well. Tim, also, one of the things about investing I've never understood is when you own shares of a company that got bought out by a bigger fish, is what happens to your shares of that company. Yeah, that is a very good question right there. I do have it in Google Gemini. I do have some of the details in there, so we can read them real quick of what's gonna happen once once Kimberly Clark buys KVUE. So I'm going to show you those details in a minute. But let's first go through who else is in here. Pokemon Unite, good evening, Pokemon. Let me see. Lynx is also here in the chat. Nice to see you there. Pokemon, I'm at 323 shares right now, and I'm sure you are a Charizard fan. Is that what you are? Is that your favorite Pokemon? But 323 shares. Let's see. Wow, very nice jump from 273. Wow, that was pretty nice right there. So you should be getting hopefully an estimated $85. And are you going to drip? Are you going to drip? Because that's a pretty nice drip right there. Let me see who else is sharing their SCHD. Anders, howdy. Nice to see you there, Anders. 435 SCHD. Also added 190 SCHY this week to it for some international exposure. So let me see right here, Anders, real quick. So it's 435. I had you at 445. I'm guessing you sold some. But Anders right there, $115 right there in estimated SCHD dividend. Let me see. V is right there. Hola a todos. I forgot my Spanish already. Se me olvidó cómo decirte, pero saludos, V. Let me see. B. Cotter, 281 SCHD shares. I don't think I have you here. Do I have you here? Let me see. I don't think I have you here. I don't recall having you here. I'm going to have to add you in there somewhere. Maybe right here towards the bottom. And then when I sort, I do get to put you a little bit more on the top. So let me see real quick. B. Carter right here at how many shares? Hold on. Let me just scroll back up. 281. Nice. That's pretty nice right there. So you should get around $74 in estimated December dividend. So are you going to drip also, B. Carter? Let me know there in the chat. Links Invest, 332 shares. Let me see where you at. Right here, Links Invest from 307 to now 332. So that's $87 in estimated December dividend. That's definitely awesome right there, man. And then if you drip it right back into SCHD, I have 0 SCHD, but I like the stream's energy. Thanks, music. Thanks. I really, really appreciate it. And I really appreciate it. You've been very consistent in every stream. So I really appreciate your support right there. Then, hey, Jay from Sam, 799 shares of SCHD. What? That's definitely great right there. Woo! That's one of my goals right there, Sam. From 773 to now 799. When are you going to buy the 800 share? Are you buying it this Friday? Are you buying it, when are you buying that 800 share of SCHD? Let me see who else is in here. Korean Cardboard, nice to see you there. And Korean Cardboard watches the stream from Korea. Just so you guys know right there. Hey, I have only dripped recently. Can't remember the last time I bought SCHD. Okay, Korean Cardboard, I think I have you right here. Yeah, 373 shares. That's where you were at before the last update. $98 right there. Let me see who else is here. Frank Boney. Frank, nice to see you there. 865. Let's see. I don't think I have you here. Oh, yes, I do have you here. And Frank, if you guys see, has a star because Frank is retired and enjoying the dividends pretty much, which is our goal, or many of us, our goals, right there. Camp Dragon, 1128 shares. Nice. Wow. That has to be a pretty big jump. Let me see. Where do I have you? 1128, the Camp Dragon. Right here. From 1110 to 1128. So that should be about almost $300 in dividends. And are you going to drip it, Camp Dragon? Definitely. That's definitely right there. Let me switch it right here real quick. And let me see who else is in here. There's like a whole bunch of comments still, so definitely let me know. Let me know in the chat also if you guys drip. Let me know that too in the chat for sure. And there's my SCHD is 445. Okay, so I did have it right then. Anders. Let me see, where do I have you at? Yep, because I had you at 445. I remember that. You know, so $117, Anders, right there. From your SCHD dividend, hopefully in December. Hopefully they pay more than what they paid last year. And so let's see. Maybe in the next live stream or later on, we'll probably estimate what they're gonna give in dividends. Tim, I own 0 SCHD, too old to wait for the dividend increases. Wish I was in my 20s because that's a great fun. Yeah, definitely, Tim. Definitely. I really like SCHD. I like SCHD a whole lot. I love the dividend growth. And I'll show you guys the dividend growth chart in stock analysis. I know I have shown it to before in previous streams, but I'll show it to you in a second. Let me see. A-Bone, 433 SCHD. Let me see. Oh, you're right, and right under Anders, 433. So that's $114 of estimated December dividend. Are you going to drip? Definitely. Let me see. B Carter is going to drip. So that's a good call right there. Mario, hey Jay, yeah, I got my drip on. Can't wait for that sweet dividend, and also bought some shares of Coca-Cola. I'm loving it. Yeah, I'm having my coffee right now because I felt a little bit tired. It's 8 something at night over here in New Jersey. So I just needed a little bit of caffeine. I'm not going to drink it all, but I'm going to drink a little bit. And I was going to have, instead of this, I was going to have a Coca-Cola, actually. A Coca-Cola can, because I did buy a pack at Costco this last weekend. Let me see. Troy Williams, buying $100,000 this week, waiting on my rollover. Wow. What are you doing with the $100,000? Like, you're buying $100,000 of SCHD? Is that what you mean? Like, that's going to get a whole lot of shares right there. That's going to be pretty nice. Wow, rollover. Very nice. All right, let me see. Oh, Jeremy's there in the chat. Jeremy, nice to see you there. Crazy live SCHD spreadsheet update. Wow. Yeah, pretty nice. Let's see who else. Let me see. Camp Dragon, you're going to drip. This is very good call. Honestly, very good call. I always drip SCHD. Let me see. Jeremy picked up a few extra shares under $27, hitting at $252 right now. And Jeremy, let me know in the chat if you're going to drip. Also that, or you're gonna use the dividends for something else, like maybe Bitcoin right now. I don't know, it gave us an opportunity. I gotta show you. I did not get I made a couple purchases this week so far. So I made the purchase on the winner for the week, and then I made like 2 other purchases in there. So definitely excited to show you guys the purchases, but I'll probably show you on the DCA Friday episode, unless you guys want to see it today. Let me see. So let me look at Jeremy real quick. Sorry about that, guy, off track. 252 right there. That's $66. So you'll get about 2 shares in a quarter or something like that if you drip it back into SCHD. So that's definitely good right there. That adds up. 2 shares, 1 share, they definitely add up. And Charizard will be dripping. I knew it from the picture. I knew you were a fan. Troy Williams, yes, will drip. Okay, so you're putting $100,000 into SCHD and drip? Wow. Let me see, Anders. Yeah, just drip the last 6 months of the year, all in my Roth IRA. So got money ready to go after New Year. Oof, nice. SCHD in the Roth is definitely, it has to be like one of the cheat codes right there. SCHD in the Roth. 21 people watching the stream, but only 7 likes. Let's drip our likes. Thank you so much, V. Very, very much appreciated. Yes, please hit the like button, guys. Very, very important. You know, there's a lot of people. I think this is the most that I ever had in that stream. So definitely the stream is going long. And I'm going to do like an hour and 15 minutes of stream. So we can take a look at a few things too that I want to take a look at. Might want to take a look at some crypto also, some Bitcoin. If you guys are down for that. So just to see. But yeah, thank you, V. Really, really appreciate it. Gracias. Let me see. Jeremy, yeah, you know, I drip my SCHD. Very good call, Jeremy. You know, you guys know. Dripping is the most important part about SCHD, especially with that dividend growth, which we're going to go into it in a second. Let me see the thrill. The thrill, what's up, Jay? I'm at 25.50 sold some to buy Amazon. I'm not a fan of SCHD, but after yesterday I realized that it need protection. Okay. All right. So you are how many shares? 25.50. Let me see the thrill. Okay. So I see. But honestly, how did it go then from having them in SCHD into Amazon? Like, how many shares were you able to buy of Amazon, and how's your position right now? Your position definitely good if you bought it right before earnings, but you will be getting about $674 a thrill. Wow, that's great. and let me see, are you going to drip? No, you didn't put it in there if you're going to drip or not, but wow, definitely $674. I could pretty much like get a car and make payments with that every quarter. You know, like at least one payment will be done by the dividend. But I'll try to get like a much lower payment, of course. You know. Let me see. Anders, Deng, Troy, guessing you are praying the price stays down until that rollover money shows up. Yeah. If we take a quick look, because I see one more that I gotta check in the SCHD. The share price right now is at $26.57. Look at this. So I think that this is a great time to buy SCHD, but that's just my opinion, not financial advice, guys. This is just, you know, for us here to chat. Expense ratio 0.06%. Share price hasn't been performing good, but I'm gonna show you the chart that you are going to like, because I like it a lot. I love the other chart. If you guys see right here, year to date is down in share price 2.75%. Last year is down 5.55%. So share price wise is not performing very well. In the last 5 years, it is up 39.6%. But the dividend is definitely working very, very well. Let me see real quick right here, so I can show you guys real quick what I'm talking about. And this is why I like SCHD. Look at that dividend growth percentage. In the last 10 years, they have grown their dividend 169%. That is unbelievable right there. So any shares that you bought right here in December of 2015 or so, or maybe even earlier, but you will have like a 169% dividend growth from those shares. So this is definitely great. I can't wait to see 10 years from now where it's gonna be at, and we can compare it to any other ones. We can do VYM, and you guys can see that the dividend, let's take a quick look at the dividend growth. Only 66% from BYM compared to 169% from SCHD. So we can compare it to any other ETF, definitely. But this is something that I like to look at and remind myself that I just gotta continue to buy every week, no matter where the share price is at. You know, that's what I gotta do. Let me see who else is there in the chat. East Boogie, good evening. 827 shares of SCHD drip turned on. Definitely a great move right there. Let me see East Boogie right there. 827 right here, from 780 now to 827. Nice, $218 dripping back into SCHD. That's going to pick up a very nice amount of shares right there. So we are pretty much up to all of us together, pretty much. And I know some people haven't updated their counts or their number in a while, but we are right now at 57,215 shares altogether. And then the dividend that we are all going to get paid together is going to be $15,133. That's the estimated right there. Just us as a community. That's how much total we're going to be making. Wow. That's definitely great right there. That's definitely great. I gotta see, yeah, I gotta also add the estimated yearly dividends. This is last year's number, pretty much. So it's $56,890, almost $60,000 right there from all of us together, like combined. This is definitely great. I really like this. Brian, 17,000 shares. Haven't updated in a while. Paper over coins, 7,310 shares. Paper over coins, if I'm not mistaken, made some moves with some other investments, and that's how Paper over coins was able to go from 678 to 7,000 shares right there. Tom, 7,470. Tom just left it in the comments in one of the videos recently. So this is 1,975. Tom is also retired right now. So $1,975 in December. That's definitely a very nice Christmas bonus right there, you know, to be honest with you. Investment Panther, $925. Wow, that's pretty good. The Thrill, 674. The Thrill also, I think you were the one that left me the comment about Kimberly Clark, right? Buying KVUE in there in one of the previous videos. Ben, 1971. Danny, 1807. Legendary. You'll probably watch the replay. 1208, 1,208 shares, $319. Legendary had a second job and was buying SCHD and other investments while he had the second job. The Camp Dragon, 1128 shares to almost $300. Chris, 971 shares. Vested Interest, Shane, right there, 891 shares, $235. That would be dripped right back. T Caskets, one of the supporters, didn't make it today probably, but you know, we'll definitely watch the replay. 806 shares, $213 right there. Wow. East Boogie and Sam, we went through them already. Burr, 612 shares. Ronnie, 573. Novelitos, 572. Frank, we already updated Frank, 865 shares. Wow. Started the year at 220, Frank. This is how many shares right here we started the year with. Right here in this column right here, column B, pretty much, which is great. These are some very nice jumps from the beginning of the year to now. A-Bone, you can see 334 shares at the beginning of the year, now 433. You guys can see your history right here. BC USA, 285, now 465 right there. Let me see who else. Korean Cardboard from 360 to 373. Let me see who else. Mario from 170 shares to 404 in just a couple of months. Links from 248 to 332. JL, who's feeling better, left a comment in one of the latest videos. I think it was the dividend income for October video. Definitely feeling better. So 300 shares from JL out of 182 that JL had at the beginning. Pokemon, nice, very nice. 137 shares and now 323. Jeremy, 163 at the beginning of the year, now 252. Mike Wood, 192. Alex, 180 right now. SMPR Military, 147 shares at the beginning of the year, now 204. Brainchild, if you're there in the chat, don't forget to leave a comment. 77 shares at the beginning of the year, now 153. So many of you guys, man, right there. Maytech also 106. shares right there. Official Blue Cardinal, 52 shares at the beginning of the year, now 118. So this is definitely great right there. Let me see who else is there in the chat. The Camp Dragon. I think that SCHD, SCHY, and SCHG make an amazing... I don't know how to say that word. I'm sorry, but I don't know how to say that word. But let me see. Which one is SCHY? Is that... what was that one? That was international, right? I think it was. Yeah, the international dividend stock. Let me see who else is in there. All right, let me see. Let me check. Stock analysis is not working very well for me right now. Let me restart it. I gotta restart it sometimes because for some reason it stops working. Like it gets very slow. But yeah, right here, SCHY, Schwab International Dividend Equity ETF. So it's pretty much same as SCHD, but the international version. Expense ratio is slightly higher at 0.08%. Let me see some of the holdings real quick to see if I recognize some of these companies. Because one company that I'm liking a lot, and I'm seeing even more things, is Mercado Libre. Ticker symbol MELY, Meli. That one is definitely calling my attention a lot. Let me see. These are a lot. I don't know any of these companies. Rio Tinto Group, Alliance, Saudi Telecom, Japan Tobacco. No, I don't know any of these companies, honestly. GSK, Enospa, Ono Pharmaceutical, BHP Group. I don't know many of these companies, to be honest with you. I'm not familiar with them. Let me see Pokemon. That's a great chart. As long as dividends keeps climbing, I'll keep buying. Yeah. That's why I like it a lot. That's why I'm such a huge fan of SCHD. The Thrill Drip 4. Yeah, definitely. Drip is the best. What's your goal for SCHD for end of 2026? Ooh, so this year, my goal is 350 by the end of the year. And now that SCHD won the weekly challenge, I was able to buy another share. And I think I updated it. Yeah, I think I did update it. I didn't open my account. But yeah, I do have it right here. So this is my goal. For this year, it is at 350 shares. Right now, my portfolio, my dividend portfolio, is at $24,000. It's still like it has stayed right there in $24,000 because now if you guys see, I got a couple more positions in the red. But SCHD 328 shares. I want to get to 350 for next year. The end of next year, I think I would love to get to 350, 450, maybe 500 shares. Do you think that's attainable? Do you think I can make it? Tim, what do you think? Do you think I can make it? You're a math person, so what do you think? 500 shares of SCHD. I think that's gonna be my goal for next year. I'm gonna work hard for it. That answer your question? I'm definitely aiming at 500 shares of SCHD for next year. But I got a couple positions in the red right now. Realty Income O, which it was one that you guys mentioned I should drip. I like it right now. It's right under my call, so it will help me build it up some more. And especially with KVUE being bought out by Kimberly Clark, which we're gonna touch that topic in a second. Let me see who else is there. Oh, Jeremy, are you still holding KVUE? I saw it pops on the acquisition news. I was curious if you took the opportunity to sell. So not yet. It has gone up as of lately, Jeremy. Let me just open up let me open it up right here. Stock analysis. I am going to sell, and I kind of have an idea of what I'm going to do with that money. But if you guys see, let me show you real quick in the screen right here. So it's a 1623. It has popped up 13.4% in the last couple of days. Now, if we take a quick look, right, I got a 5% dividend yield right now. Wow. Mine is only like a 3 point something percent because my shares are in the 20s. If you see right here, I did open it up. I did ask the question to Google Gemini real quick. So Kimberly Clark, these are some of the details that I found on here, has agreed to acquire KVUE, right, for an estimated $48.7 billion in cash and a stock deal. The transaction announced on November 3rd, 2025 is expected to close in the second half of 2026, pending shareholder and regulatory approvals. The buyout will bring together iconic consumer brands, right? So total value, these are the details of the deal. Total value approximately $48 billion. Consideration for KVUE shareholders, $3.50 in cash plus 0.14625 shares of Kimberly Clark stock for each share of KVUE they own. Based on Kimberly Clark's closing price on October 31st, this amounts to $21.01 per KVUE share, pretty much. So that's some of the details right there. Combined company ownership, existing Kimberly Clark shareholders are expected to own about 54% of the combined entity. Right there, leadership and headquarters, synergies. The companies expect to realize approximately $1.9 billion in cost synergy and $500 million in revenue synergy. So so pretty much that's what people will get. Like if I hold KVUE until they buy them out, I'm gonna get $3.50 in cash per share. If I'm not mistaken, that's what I mean. $3.50 in cash per share plus 0.14625 shares of Kimberly Clark. I'm honestly not I'm not interested in owning Kimberly Clark. That's why I have Procter & Gamble. I was having a little bit more faith on KVUE. I thought it will, it will get better over time. I knew that there was some risk with it, but I got disappointed for sure. I like the KVUE brands. That was something else that also got me into investing in the stock, but I'm kind of not interested in investing in neither one right now. And I've been wanting to sell KVUE. That my time is gonna be soon. And even if I sell it at a loss, I'm gonna lose about, right now I'm losing $131, which is not that bad, to be honest with you. I've gotten much more than that in dividends this year. If you guys take a look at it right here, I got in $604 in dividends. So I know it is at a loss, maybe a tax loss harvesting or something, like that. I'll have to look at it a little bit more. But what I think I want to do, and this is my plan right now, because KVUE pays in February, May, and August. February, May, August, and November, right? So I don't want to lose the income on those months. I definitely want to grow it some more. So right now I have Procter & Gamble that is at a good share price. Is at $145 right now. Procter & Gamble pays in those months too. So that would be great for me to sell off my KVUE and put some into Procter & Gamble. But another two that I'm looking at is Vichy Properties, even though it doesn't pay in those months, but I've been wanting to grow that position. And the other one is Realty Income O, because it's going down and I like the earnings. If you guys see right here, I don't know if you can see it. It looks pretty small probably in my screen, so it probably looks very small in your screen. But the Q3 financial, the highlights, right now, the total revenue, $1.47 billion Realty Income. Analyst consensus was 1.42, so that's a year-over-year change of 10.5%. AFFO per share, $1.08, $1.08. So year-over-year change of 2.9% in the green. So that's good. Net income per share, 35 cents. So that's an upside of year-over-year of 16.7%. Then FFO per share is $1.07, which is plus 9.2% year over year. So I like the earnings from Realty Income. These are just some of the highlights right there. I gotta continue to take a look at them a little bit more, but they have some pretty good earnings right there, which is good for the dividend long term, especially with me wanting to invest more into Realty Income. So if I do sell my KVUE, I get like around $433. So a good thing will be like to maybe buy 1 share of Procter & Gamble, 2 shares of SCHD, and the remaining in 2 shares of O Realty Income. We've been talking about, SCHD for so much, but 2 shares of Realty Income O, and then probably the remaining into Vici Properties. That might be my strategy right there. I don't know. What do you guys think? I don't know. What do you think, Jeremy? Are you did that answer your question? I think I went too much, right? Did I go into too many details in there? But that is the plan. As soon as Thrill told me about the news, I looked into it and started making a plan towards it right there. So let me see. The Thrill SCHD did well yesterday, so it made me realize that SCHD is good protection against downtime. So my goal now is to get to 4,000 shares by next year, with 65% to 75% in my brokerage accounts. Nice goal right there. That is great right there. Definitely great. So we touched 2 points that I wanted to touch, which was the Kimberly Clark detail buy, and the Realty Income earnings. Also, I wanted to share that with you guys. Let me see. And I got SCHG in my brokerage account, SCHD and SCHY in my Roth IRA. I gotta drink some water real quick. Let me see. I'm done with the coffee already. But the Thrill, I like growth in my Roth. Tax protection. Nice. That's a good plan. That's why I have SCHG in there. I gotta buy more. In my Roth of SCHG. Let me see. Anders, I hope to live off dividends out of my Roth IRA plus Social Security. Low taxes on my Social Security. Nice. That's a very good plan. Right there. Very, very good plan. What are you planning on doing in retirement, Anders? I'm curious. I know you pilot, so are you going to fly more often? What are you planning on doing? We got faith in you. Thank you. Really appreciate it. Tim, that's 3 shares a week if you get to 350 this year. You see, that's why I like Tim. Tim always good in math. 3 shares a week. That means I would need to buy 2 shares every Friday. Plus, it needs to win the weekly challenge every month next year. That will be the 3 shares. Or unless I can make, a lot more money and I can buy 3 shares every week. But I don't think I'm going to be able to do it. That's going to be a tough one, but I'm going to aim at it, Tim. I'm going to aim at it. Because maybe I could pick up like extra hours. Maybe I could do some side jobs and pretty much deposit that money and buy me some more extra shares of SCHD. I also get the credit card points from Fidelity. Those go into SCHD. I didn't get any this month. I don't think I did. So actually, I gotta take a look at my brokerage account this Friday to see, because I don't think I got any this month. Because those go right into SCHD. So let me see. Bringer of dividends. Nice to see you there. I pick up 3 KMB just to see what happens. 5% yield. Let me see. That's Kimberly Clark, right? Right there. KMB. Yeah, Kimberly Clark. Yeah, because Kimberly Clark, after they announced this, they took a dip. There was a dip in share price. In the last 5 days after they announced it, boom, went down 14.28%. So it went down in share price. PE ratios at 16.9, forward PE at 12.9. Wow, 5% dividend yield. That looks good. Should I reconsider? Should I reconsider? $130 price target. It's just they're gonna have to invest a lot in KVUE. Let me see. Let me see the quarterly revenue. Yeah, it's going down as of lately too. The revenue, so that's not a good sign. Operating income. Let me see. It's kind of flat. It's not growing. Let me see. What else? What else should I take a look at? Shares outstanding. Let me see. They went down in shares, so they've been buying back shares. Yeah, EPS is pretty consistent. $1.50, $1.34, $2.70 in 2024 September. Free cash flow $368 million. Free cash flow per share, at least it's in the positive, so a little bit over 1. You know. Let me see. What's the dividend? Ooh, payout ratio is at 84%. Not a good sign. But you gotta calculate it yourself too, for sure. Dividend growth, 3.31% growth, 53 years of dividend growth. So they have one more quarter of $1.26 per share per quarter. And then after that, I'm guessing they pay in December, right? Yep, in December. So this is one of those that pay in December. Who else is buying Kimberly-Clark? They're in the chat. Let me see. Tim, Kimberly-Clark dropped 11% yesterday. Yeah, we just saw it right there. Not very good. I own Kimberly-Clark and sold at around 140. Made about 20% plus dividend. Kimberly-Clark is looking good for a 1 year swing, 15 to 20% gain plus dividend. Yeah, the dividend looks good. 5% dividend. That's definitely that looks good. Brainchild right there. Nice to see you there. I went through the SCHD list. You missed it, I believe. But let me know in the chat how many SCHD shares you have, so we can go ahead and update it. What are the XP points? How many people have commented? What are the XP points? Are you talking about the live stream? Let me see. There's 25 of you guys in there in the stream. Wow, nice. 20 likes. Please don't forget to hit the like button, guys. V mentioned that earlier. 27 people right now. Wow, nice. Very, very nice. Let me see. What else? Let me see. The Thrill. Jay, do you max your Roth? No, I don't make that much money, Thrill. Yeah, I'm a little bit more focused on the taxable accounts, right? I should be more focused on the Roth IRA, especially tax-free money. But I am more focused on the taxable. That's where I started. I opened up my Roth IRA much later. So no, I don't max it out right now. I don't know. Maybe in the future I will. Maybe I will do something different. But I really like my taxable accounts, you know. But yeah. Let me see. Anders, actually work in IT, but plan is Panama, Philippines, or Cambodia. But might do a few years in Albania before retirement. Ooh, nice. Very, very nice. So traveling the world in retirement. Philippines looks pretty cool. You know, definitely. I would like to go there. I would like to go to the Philippines. I don't know if I told you guys. I think I've told you guys, yeah, in the live stream before. But my two places that I really want to go to is Italy and Japan. Those are the two that I want to go to first, and then after that, you know, I would like to go to a couple other countries. But Italy and Japan are my two top two spots that I would really love to go. I really would love to go. I would love to eat some nice, fresh Italian food over there in Italy. Oh my gosh. Go visit one of those mom and pop shops and just go eat over there. Oh my gosh, I'm telling you. That would be so great. Jeremy, I say you either split the KVUE capital between O and SCHD to keep the good dividend, or you YOLO all of it into IBIT. Not financial advice. That is not a bad idea, Jeremy. That is not a bad idea. You know, now that you mentioned IBIT, and I'm sorry, guys. I know you guys have been a lot more about, stocks, but I just started investing in crypto pretty much, or crypto ETF. So IBIT is showing some good opportunity there. IBIT is showing some good opportunity there. Let me show you real quick. Right now it's at $58.92. So $58.81. I pretty much ran out of money in my growth portfolio, pretty much. But it's down 6% in the last 5 days, down 15.6% in the last month. So I've been pretty much buying this dip right here. That's what I've been buying. I've been buying this dip right here in Bitcoin. So it has been very volatile. But instead of getting nervous and be like, oh my gosh, you know what? I made a mistake. I gotta sell at a loss. No, I've been buying more. Actually, I'm gonna show you my position. So right now, my position is at 11 shares, guys. 11 shares. My cost per share is at $62.36. So it's right now 10% of my growth portfolio right now. I'm down $37 right now, down 5.5%. I got $40. I'm even thinking about throwing them tomorrow into IBIT, to be honest with you. I might do that. Or should I wait until Friday until I make my deposit? Because I'm gonna deposit like about $40 this Friday. So maybe I could just buy one full share once again of IBIT. But yeah, I'm at 11 shares right now. So yeah, I've been kind of bullish. $685 I have put onto IBIT already from the cash that I had. I had like $1,000 something. So I've been putting it into IBIT. My Amazon position is 26.8% in unrealized gains right now. Google is still at 72%. I was 80% in the green at one point. That is not a bad idea, Jeremy. That is not a bad idea. You always come up with some good ideas right there. Wouldn't mind putting it into there, but I really want to keep it in the dividend portfolio. That's really the plan. If I do the dividend portfolio, I can continue growing that dividend, that dividend for those months. That's really my goal, to continue to grow those dividends. Kimberly Clark has slow CAGR. Yeah. Well, I'm guessing Kimberly Clark is like, like maybe like a Procter & Gamble, Johnson & Johnson, slower growth. Consistent. They've been growing their dividend for so many years or decades. So probably, yeah. Let me see. Links. I've been buying KMB. So been buying Links. Have been buying Kimberly Clark. So that's pretty good right there. Let me see. Brainchild. 165 shares of SCHD. Let me update your share count real quick. Let me go right back into the stream. Into the spreadsheet real quick. 165 Brainchild. Let me right here. So Brainchild should be about $43. $43 right there. And are you going to drip? I'm sure you're going to drip, but just confirm right there in the chat, please, that you're going to drip. But right there, $43. Nice. Estimated December dividend. I think I forgot to freeze this. I don't know why it's going down all of it, but okay. I'll work on that later on. Let me see. Tim, everyone needs to check Canada out. It will surprise every visitor every time. Tim, one place I do want to go to is Niagara Falls. I do want to go there. It's like I think it's like 7 hours from where I'm at driving. So I definitely would like to go there. I really would like to go there. What I was talking about was like more like overseas, like on the other side of the world, where I want to visit. But with Canada, definitely to Niagara Falls. That's where I want to go. I would love to go there. Anders, Canada Border Patrol hates me. 70 countries, and it's the only place that gives me grief every time. They look at your passport and they're like, man, this guy again. Let me see, Anders. Where in Canada have you traveled? I'm impressed. Well, Anders flies planes, so Anders can go to many places in the world pretty much. Anders, I've flown into a few cities, but I lived in Grand Forks for college. So we will drive up to Winnipeg. They tore my car apart one time. Wow. Anders, but you look like a nice guy, so I don't know. From what I see in the pictures, so I don't know why they will do that. Brainchild, always drip on SCHD. Nice, nice, very, very nice. Very, very nice. Always drip SCHD. V, we'll have a meetup in Niagara Falls then. Oh, nice. Also, you there. That would be pretty cool, actually. That would be pretty cool. The first, the first subscriber that I will meet in person. Pretty much. I have not met any subscribers just yet in the street or anywhere. So, who will be the first one? Who will be the first one that I ever meet? Whenever I meet one of you guys out there, I definitely want to take a picture because I want to post it. If you guys don't mind, hopefully you guys, whoever it is that I get to meet, don't mind. But I would love to take a picture and post it in the channel, so I can, but for sure, that would be really nice. I really want to go there. I really gonna go there. It looks really, really nice. But I think the summer will be the best time, right, to go there. Let me see, Anders. It happened both on my Norwegian passport and on my U.S. passport after I became a U.S. citizen. Wow. Giving you a hard time. Tim, Niagara will kick behinds. I'll be there. That would be pretty cool. That would be pretty cool. A meetup right there. That would be pretty cool. Let me see. Fly through EWR a few times a year. Okay, so you fly through Newark. Wow, nice. Very, very nice. I haven't flown. Last time I flew was to... where was the last time? I haven't even been to Puerto Rico in a couple of years. So I haven't been to Puerto Rico in a couple of years. I think last time I flew, I think it was to Las Vegas for business, for my job. Because I went to a show real quick. But yeah, I think that was my last flight. Tim, what a great World Series. Yeah, 7 games through. That was definitely great. That was definitely great right there. 7-game series. Let me see. V, I'm in Toronto, but I love Niagara Falls. Go there quite often. Oh, nice. I think I have a coworker that is from Toronto. I think I have a coworker, that is from Toronto, that grew up in Toronto. Let me see. Anders, Scandinavian nonstop to Norway flight through from EWR. Nice, very, very nice. I wanna travel a little bit more. What was some other news? Let me see. What else was it that I wanted to talk to you guys about? There is 21 likes, 17 of you guys there. So definitely nice to see you there. See you guys there in the chat. Let me see. Tim, the thrill. I'm proud of my team despite the loss. I'll be a fan despite my heartbreak. Yeah, Tim, they play good. 7-game series. He went pretty good. Definitely proud. Gotta definitely be proud. Other people, their team didn't even get to the to the playoffs. So let me see. V, summer very crowded or early autumn is the best. Okay, to go to Niagara Falls. That would be pretty nice. Let me see. What else did I have in my list? I think that was pretty much it. I think there was some earnings on after hours. What were the earnings after hours? Let me take a look. Earnings after hours. Any companies that reported earnings after hours? Earnings today. Let me see their earnings calendar. What is it? Earnings Whisper, right? I think that's the one that. Let me take a quick look, real quick. Let me see if I'm able to take a look at it. Oh, I think I gotta be subscribed, no? Yeah, I think I gotta be subscribed, yeah. I remember looking at this before. Any earnings that you guys want to take a look at, or any stocks that you guys want to take a look at? Definitely. Let me take a quick look to see. I think there was a few that I saw on X that I had that had announced earnings. Let me see. Oh, I like Earnings Hub. Okay, let me take a quick look right there. Let me see. Earnings Hub. Which are some companies that just announced earnings that let me see, earnings this week. Oof. Oh, this is a nice website. I'm gonna save it. Thank you, Jeremy. I really appreciate it. I'm gonna get familiar with this one. Oh, I gotta have an account. I gotta create one. Hold on. Let me see if I can create one real quick. Let me see. Let me see real quick. Okay, I think I did create one. I think that this is good. Let me see real quick. Let me see. Wednesday, after closing hours, Robinhood, Qualcomm, IONQ. This one, I remember somebody gave me this one. Who was it? Was it Christopher some time ago? Duolingo. This is Joseph Carson's new stock. Should we take a look at Duolingo? Is it doing good right now? Let me see. Duol. Let's take a quick look right here. I like that website, Jeremy. Thank you for it. Oh, wow. Down. No way. Down 19.5% after hours. Wow. 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 This is a new position in Joseph Carlson's portfolio, because I remember seeing it recently. Wow, to $209. Is this an opportunity, or is it, are the earnings that bad? Jeez. Oh my gosh. This is not good. It has been down 19% year to date, 19% in the last month. In the last year, it's down 10.5%. Wow. Wow. What do you guys think about this? Jeez. Let me see. Tim, right there. Go when the leaves start turning colors. I think that's what V was mentioning right there. Early autumn is the best. And there's true fans are fans regardless of the results, from a McLaren fan for 40 plus years. Let me see. Music. Hood did. I watched for about 30 minutes. Okay. Let me take a look, but this Duolingo doesn't look good at all, man. Duolingo doesn't look good at all. How's Hood performing? How's Robin Hood performing? Let me see. After hours is down 2% after announcing earnings. Robin Hood. Oh, it's not that bad. I'm guessing the earnings were pretty good. They probably beat. Year to date is up 282% in Robin Hood. Wow. Let me see, Tim. I've been a Blue Jays fan since 1980, when my grandfather and I will sit at the trailer and listen to the games on the radio. That is awesome. That is awesome, Tim. You made my day right there. That is awesome. That is definitely awesome. Good memories right there. Yeah. That is awesome. Duolingo got hammered. I might step in with leaps if it bleeds off to 180 by the end of the week. Wow, that was pretty bad. Did they beat earnings or no? Let me see. Oh, right here. It shows it right here. So Q4, oh, the estimates went down. Is that what it is? Hold on, they beat earnings though. In Q3 2025, it shows right here, 271. They beat revenue estimates. Yeah, look at that revenue. It's going up. So what was wrong with it? Let me see. No, this is Q4. This is Q3 right here. Revenue, earnings per share. Hold on. So they beat the top amount. They beat revenue and earnings per share. Earnings per share is at $5.95. 379%. So what was wrong with it? What was wrong with it? They beat. What was wrong with it? Let me see. The Thrill Tim, I'm considering going to Toronto to see the Mets play. Oh, nice, Thrill. Very nice. Bringer of dividends. AirPod 3 killing Duolingo. But they went up though in revenue. And then look at the earnings per share. It was way higher. I don't understand. I really don't understand. But I guess, right? You know, let me see. Analysts. They're calling it a buy. There's 12 ratings, targets. I don't know. This might be a good opportunity. Let me see. I like this website. Thank you, Jeremy, for this website. I'm gonna save it so we can take a look at earnings. Let me see. Brainchild, off to bed. Night, everyone. Nice to see you there. Good night for sure. It's Boogie. Good night, Brainchild. Music decorate. Hood is rolling out banking in select areas. They hinted at an aggressive time frame for mass rollout. Ooh, nice. Hood is definitely expanding. I see it a lot. Which one is another one you guys want to take a look at? FICO. Let me see. FICO. Let me see. Revenue to Q4. Hold on. Oh, they already announced. Hold on. That's Q4. That's what they just announced, the Q4 earnings. So they went down. No, they beat the top and bottom. $550 million, so up 0.52%. Earnings per share is up 13.16%. That's pretty good right there. Which other one do you guys want to take? No, not AMC. Not AMC. Let me see. What else? None of the other companies call my attention. Wow, IONQ. Wow, very nice. Boosting revenue. Look at this. They went from negative 36 in earnings per share estimate to negative 17. So that's a beat of 52%. And then revenue, they're at $39.87 million. So this is pretty good right there. They beat earnings, so that's good right there. By a lot, too. By a nice amount right there. Who announces earnings tomorrow? Celsius, OSCR, QBTS, Under Armour, Cobb, Warner Brothers. Isn't Warner Brothers being bought by another company? I think they're being bought by another company, right? I think by Netflix. Let me see. Hold on. Who is? Let me see. Lucid missed earnings and production targets again. It's in my hindsight. 50-50 fun. Lucid, that's the one with the electric cars, right? Let me see. Yeah, they did miss on revenue and earnings per share. Negative 4.5% in revenue and negative 17.2%. Yeah, they missed. They had a couple good earnings, but then now this year so far, Q2 and Q3 hasn't been good for Lucid right there from what I see. Let me see the thrill. When does Uber reports? Oh, that's a good question. Uber reported on Tuesday. Thrill. Uber reported on Tuesday. Let me see right here so I can show you real quick. Uber beat on revenue 1.5%, $13.47 billion, and earnings per share 19.12% thrill. So they beat earnings on the top and bottom. We gotta take a look at the whole thing, but I kind of like Uber. One company that I've been looking at too is Spotify. Spotify is another company that I'm kind of liking. I like the app a lot, and they now implemented a AI DJ that I'm been enjoying it in the gym at the gym. I've been enjoying that new AI DJ. Let me see. Bros reported today, I think, from B-Hole. Let me see. Let me see if it's here. In here, it's pretty fast. I could, if not, I'll go ahead and take a look. No, they didn't. It doesn't look like it was one of those that let me open up these right here. Nope. Let me see for tomorrow after hours. DraftKings reports tomorrow. Monster, Texas Roadhouse. Thinking about going there in the next couple of weeks to Texas Roadhouse. Go have some of those butter, Ninja. This is a good company right there too. Ninja. I think this is the one, right? With the blenders and stuff. Yeah, Shark Ninja. I like their products. Their products are really good. The Ninja products. Let me take a look real quick to see. You said Bros? Oh, Dutch Bros. This is like the competition to Starbucks. Q3 earnings call transcript. Let me see. Call November 5th. Yeah, so it was today. Let me see. This is Seeking Alpha. I don't have an account with Seeking Alpha. I think this is going to be a pain to look for it. Yeah, they did. Let me see. Third quarter revenue was $424 million, an increase of 25%, or $85 million over the third quarter last year. Oh, wow. So 25% increase in revenue from Dutch Bros. System same shop sales growth was 5.7% also, B-Hole, driven by an exceptional 4.7% transaction growth. So it looks like it's growing on same store sales, and the revenue grew by 25% in this last quarter. So that's pretty good. That's pretty good right there. Yeah, just on that metric right there. Got to take a look at all the metrics, right? But just looking at that real quick, yeah, it looks like they beat pretty good. Let me see. Jeremy Bringer is correct. Fears over what the new AirPods can do, and Apple using Google Gemini for the new Siri. Why pay for a subscription to learn a new language when your AirPods can translate for you? Yeah, pretty much. And all you gotta do is buy some AirPods, which you're gonna use also on a daily basis. Yeah, I did see that deal with Google Gemini. Maybe even more bullish on Google. What is it, like $1 billion or something like that to use Gemini? Let me see. Jeremy Hood is clocking with gas right now. It's just priced to perfection, so it doesn't take much sell off. Yeah, I think it's very pricey right now. Look up Shop from Tim. Is this Shopify? It is right now at $162. Let me see. Revenue $212 billion market cap. Earnings per share 1.36. PE ratio of 120. Wow. Forward PE 97.4. Price target is 159. Let me see. Last month is up 1%. Year to date is up 53%. Last year is up 107%. Last 5 years is only up 63.5%. We take a quick look at the metrics. Revenue. Oh, nice. I like this. You see how it's growing very well. Even Q3 2.84 billion. I like that. I like that. I really like that. Operating income is also in the positive $494 million. Let me see what else. Shares outstanding. I like to look at this. They're slightly diluting the shareholder, but I wouldn't be too nervous about that. Earnings per share is in the positive by 20 cents. It's okay. Free cash flow, $507 million. Free cash flow margin is a 17.83%. Okay, that's pretty good right there. Nice margin. Let me see the balance sheet. Let me see the total debt real quick. $1.12 billion. So yeah, so they're paying off debt, which is good. So I'm guessing with their cash, what they're doing is paying off debt. Not buying back shares, but yeah, kind of. Let me see the revenue by segment. So Shopify Merchant Solutions is growing, and subscription solution is growing pretty good too. I don't think I have ever visited the Shopify website, to be honest with you. But from what I see, it's growing. Hold on, let me look at their website real quick. Shopify. Let me just take a quick look right here. Hold on, what do you do here? Is this just for e-commerce, or you don't shopping here? I don't know anything about this business. I've heard Shopify before, but I don't know much. Oh, website builder themes. Oh, maybe I could build my website right here. Oh, so this is to build websites. Let me look into it a little bit more. Let me see. Lucid has a new Saudi backer, so we'll see. Okay, that sounds good. They got a lot of money over there in Saudi Arabia. Paramount is trying to buy Warner Brothers, but they don't want to sell. They don't want to sell to Paramount over politics. So Warner Brothers is trying to part out the company to any takers, just to keep Paramount from buying. Kind of crazy. Doesn't Warner Brothers owns DC Comics? They haven't been doing good, man. You know, DC Comics. They have good superheroes too. Music. I listened to AMC's earnings call for about 10 minutes while they tried to convince the listeners that they had once again beat Wall Street expectations. I don't know about that. I barely see anybody in AMC theaters, to be honest with you. Popcorn got a B now. How much is a popcorn and a drink combo at AMC? Has to be like $30 by now. It has to be. Jeremy, I'm considering doing something questionable and selling out of my V position and moving into CRM. What will people think about such a thing? Oh, CRM, Salesforce, very risky. I don't know. I like Visa a lot more myself. You know, you guys can give your comments, your opinions there, because I want to know. But Salesforce, let me see real quick. I like Visa more, but 1 month in the last month is up. Hold on, let me show it right here. 5%. Year to date is down 24% in share price. Last year is down 15%. Last 5 years is up slightly, 0.77%. PE ratios at 36. So you want to sell? So Visa has been very consistent. Earnings is just business as usual. They just continue to grow. For something that might be disrupted by AI, or they might use AI for their benefit. That's why investors are kind of, nervous about it. Price target is at $330, which is 30% upside from here, but we can't go by that, right? I don't know. I don't know, Jeremy. I think it'll be a little bit risky. I don't know. Check out Fiscal AI for checking metrics and getting earnings breakdowns. Oh, I gotta take a look at that too. Let me see. Give me 1 second. Let me change it real quick. But I did like this one, the earnings hub. So I gotta save it. Let me just save it real quick. I do want to save it. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry, guys, but I do want to save that one. Let me see, Fiscal AI. Oh, okay, I see it. Okay. All right, I'm gonna save it here so I can take a look at it. Thank you, Jeremy. Let me see the drill. Jay, next time we have a big dip, look into AutoZone. Great stock to own, just too expensive. I will. I usually shop at Advanced Auto, but yeah, AutoZone. Let me see. AutoZone. AZO. Yeah. Now, this right here, it might be a good stock, but, I don't have that much money yet. Hopefully in the future, I will be buying stocks like this. $3,600. Even though I can buy fractional shares, but it's just going to take me such a long time to build one share. I don't know. That's the only thing, that's the only thing. I know I shouldn't be, pushed away from it by that, but PE ratios at 25, forward PE at 23. Strong buy from analysts. Let me see. Last year it is took a dip, like a bad dip. 13%. Yeah, it took a big dip right here. The price target is still at 4,400. 21% upside from here. Let me see the financials real quick. Yeah, good financials, good revenue, operating income, good. Let me see the shares outstanding. Ooh, they're buying back shares. This is good. It's a good sign. Let me see the free cash flow, 511 million. Free cash flow margin, 8.19%. It's going down, but it's pretty good. Nice. Good call out right there, Throw. Let me see, Anders. Wow, Apple giving up on their own AI. Well, Google have a lot of data, in AI, in everything. I think even in maps, Google have so much data that, that helps out a lot. V, I'm going to do my Spanish lessons on Duolingo since the share price is down so bad. Buenas noches, adictos a los dividendos. Buenas noches, V. Nos vemos en el próximo stream. Finanzas con estilo, nice. Dímelo, Jay, late but I'm here. Gracias por llegar al stream. So thank you so much. Let me see. Jeremy, Apple is not run by innovators anymore. It's run by financial guy. Founder-led companies is where the innovation is at. Yeah, I have to agree. They haven't really innovated much. Tim, Paramount sold Warner Brothers, if memory serves correct, about 20 years ago. Wow. That's very good to know. The truth. Jeremy, there's an opinion here, Jeremy. Sounds like a great plan. CRM has a great balance sheet with great potential for growth. Yeah, it's just, you never know. I don't know. You don't have another position that you will want to sell instead of Visa? I just think that Visa is just such a great company. I don't know, especially for the future. They'll get. I'm sure Visa is gonna get somehow into cryptocurrency payments and stuff like that. So, and other things. So I'm sure they're gonna be fine. Gotta risk it for the biscuit. Yeah. Isn't there like any other ones? I think I like Spotify. I like Spotify. I'm learning to like it. Uh, it's at $620 right there. It's down 8.89% in the last month. Year to date is up 38.5%. Last year is up 64%. Last 5 years is up 159%. It's at $620 right now. Wow. Upside from here, price target is at 723, so it's an upside of 16.6%. But if you guys see, there's like slow growth, but it's been very consistent as of recently in the revenue every quarter. Look at the operating income is also in the positive, which is good. You know, I really like this company. They are issuing shares, but I think the future is bright. The future is bright for this one. I don't know. Look at that earnings per share, $4.36. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. $806 million free cash flow. Let me see. The free cash flow margin is growing 18.8%. Check real quick the balance sheet. They have debt, $2.25 billion, but they paid off some already. I don't know. I kind of like this one. Premium subscribers is at $17.3 billion in the last quarter. Nice. And let me see. Ad supported. It kind of went. Yeah. It's kind of been flat past couple of quarters. It's kind of been flat. But the paid subscribers is the premium subscribers is going up, which is good. Which is a good sign. I don't know. Let me see. Mike, hope you're well, bro. Yes, I'm doing well, Mike. Thank you for joining the stream. Definitely. Frank, hey Jay, nice to see you there, Frank. Nice to see you there. Rex, man, do you like JEPQ? I pair it with SCHD. Yes, I do have JEPQ in my watch list for hopefully the future. I do like JEPQ. Especially because cover call that have lower expense ratio than others. That's something that I like too. And it has been pretty consistent. 0.35% expense ratio compared to other ones that are like 0.6, 0.7, 0.99, 1%. That's something that I like. Dividend yield is at 10%, which is good, and monthly payout. Mostly in tech. But this will be good for like income in the future for sure. Amazon, Apple, Microsoft, my favorite companies. Amazon and Google. Amazon is so great, man. You know, I ordered some stuff the other day. Again, I had to order some protein again for the week. Well, for now, not for the week. But yeah, I had to order some stuff too again, so which it was great. I already have 40% gains in V. The forward PE is lower for CRM at the moment. The dividend rate is the same. Growth rate 11% for both, but CRM agent force is going to explode in the next few years. Yeah, if they do, you know, it will be great. Yeah. I don't know. Like you said, risk it for the biscuit, right? Let me see, Tim. Isn't Spotify these days version of Napster? Maybe, but I use Spotify. I kind of like it a lot. You know, I like it a lot. If you guys try the have it right here, but yeah, I have a yeah, they have this DJ, this beta DJ. Let me see. Yeah, so this is what it looks like pretty much. You know, it's like a DJ, so it's pretty cool. Let me see. Yeah, if you see it right here, it says guide DJ, guide your DJ. Yeah, so you know, plays like the musics that you like to listen to more often. So something that is pretty cool. Let me see. Music. Spotify just caught a class action suit over botting and oversight. Oh, that's not good. Jeremy, I'm gonna tell your wife you said that, Tim. I'm gonna tell my wife you said that, Tim. Okay. All right. Let me see. Jeremy, I use YouTube Music. It's awesome. It seriously has AI to find the right music for the mood. I haven't tried YouTube Music. Maybe I should try that instead. I have Spotify because I use YouTube Music to listen to my own music. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, let me see what else. Tim, if you threw $5 a week into JetQ, what would that look like after 10 years with the drip on? Asking for a friend. Where can I look at that before I leave? Because it's 9:41 already. I gotta go to bed soon. And I think a lot of you also gotta go to bed. Or maybe let's look at that, Tim, in the next stream on Sunday. Let's look at that. I'll look for a compounding calculator, or let me know a website that you like to do it, and let's do that. Let's do that in the in a compounding calculator. That would be pretty cool. That would be pretty cool. It's not a bad idea, honestly. The thrill. What do you listen to? So I listen a little bit of everything, pretty much. I have at the gym though. I like to listen to more like rock music, or like for example, I have Linkin Park, of course, Limp Bizkit, Papa Roach. I have some Papa Roach. I have 3 Days Grace also. I have Evanescence also. I do have some Pitbull. I like listening to that. POD, Disturb, Down with the Sickness. That is something that I like. I listen to a lot of stuff. JC. Let me see what else. I have quite a few. I have quite a few. I even listen to Fall Out Boys, Gym Class Heroes. I have a few songs that I like from a couple of. I like listening to a mix. That's why I like the AI DJ, because I like listening to a mix of songs. So I have that. Plus I have, of course, Bad Bunny, Daddy Yankee. Like couple of reggaeton artists, Anuel. You guys know. But yeah, I do listen to that. I do listen to salsa, a lot of salsa, when I'm cleaning the cars outside, because I have a speaker there. So I just put salsa, salsa boricua, colombiana, everywhere. But yeah, I like a lot of different music, pretty much. Finanzas con estilo. I prefer YouTube Music over Spotify because it's included with YouTube Premium. I never thought about that. Maybe I should look into it. I know I got Spotify because my daughter wanted Spotify, like really bad. Well, my two daughters, because they do dance, so they wanted Spotify, so that's why I got Spotify. But I should maybe look into one of those. So I got like the family plan, so they have their stuff. Jeremy showing my age, or does everyone remember Napster? I'm up there with ya, Tim. You guys talking about old times. Anders, if he says ABBA, we're gonna have a problem. What are you talking about? You talking about the music? Let me see. A new singer for Linkin Park, Emily, is just jaw dropping good. I haven't listened to any new albums on Linkin Park. I like the older albums a lot, so that's what I listen to. But yeah, let me see. Emily and Armstrong. Okay, I gotta take a look at their new albums. I used to use Plex server for my music, but my SAN died. I think you guys are talking about old school stuff. Jeremy West, for a good time, go to a local bar with a jukebox, put in $5 and play Dancing Queen over and over, then walk out. Jeremy, that is evil. That is one song I can handle, especially in metal covers. Yeah, man. Yeah. So I listen to I listen to quite a few things, honestly. I do listen to quite a few things. Hailstorm also. Hailstorm. Um yeah. I have a lot of songs that I really like a lot. But I like a little bit of everything, you know. I like my salsa a lot. You know, salsa is like one of my top favorites, pretty much. But that I use it for like when I'm doing stuff in the garage or cleaning the cars or working on the cars. I think it helps me focus pretty good. But yeah, I got quite a few right here on my my salsa. Luis Enrique, Mark Anthony, El Gran Combo, Eddie Santiago, Willie Colon. You know, that's a lot of the ones that I like. Yup, yeah, that's on my playlist. Yeah, the trio love my salsa. Play it a lot. Yeah, I know. It's good. Good to listen to salsa. Salsa 100%. All right, everyone. So I'm pretty much getting to the end of the stream. You know, I really appreciate that everyone was here, you know, this whole stream. And I know it is getting late. Let me see how many of you are in the stream. Wow, 19 of you guys. Wow. I hope everyone hit the like button. There's 25 likes right there. So I hope everybody did. Let me see. Jeremy. YouTube Music AI showed me that I apparently like trap remix. Who knew? As long as you enjoy it, you know, that's good. That's good, Tim. Jukebox for me, whoop. There it is by that rap group that no one remembers. Terrible stuff. But yeah, you know, definitely really appreciate everyone's being there on the stream. It was definitely fun. Love doing the streams. I love doing the streams with you guys. Have so much fun. Would love to do them more often, to be honest with you. I would love to do it more often. Right now, I did kind of change my my routine a little bit so I could do these streams on Wednesday nights. So for me to do it other days, I could probably do it, but I'll just have to switch a few things. But definitely had a lot of fun, you know, especially at the beginning of the stream with all the SCHD in the spreadsheet, which it was great. I do definitely hope that everyone liked it, that everyone liked the stream too. Let me see. And there's AI is confused by me. Anything from Mozart to Guar. That's so cool, man. But yeah, but definitely had a lot of fun. Let's see what the stock market brings for the remaining of the week. I can't wait to make my deposit on Friday so I can buy some more. Have $40 in the growth portfolio. Thinking about just throwing it into iBit, into the Bitcoin, because right now it looks pretty good. It definitely. So that I'm liking. What else? But definitely had a lot of fun, man. You know, I kind of want to do this more often, but I don't know. Let me see if I can. But definitely had a lot of fun, and I really appreciate everyone's support. Let me see the last few comments right here. Jeremy, a Mozart War mashup. Let me see. Tim, this chat is just amazing. Once again, starting to see other members start combos within the chat. Yeah, that is awesome. That is awesome. I think we're all having a lot of fun, which is great. But yeah, but it's pretty much it's late already. Gotta go do some shoulders in the morning. I did legs today, so gotta go do some shoulders. Trying to do a lot more cardio because I did gain a little bit of weight, so I gotta, you know, put it down a little bit more. So that's pretty much what I'm doing tomorrow. Shoulders tomorrow, back on Friday, and then work on Saturday and work every day, except on Sundays. All right, let me see who else is there. Let me see. Jeremy, good time, fellas. Have a good night, everyone. Yeah, definitely, everyone. Have a good night. Enjoy the rest of the week. Let me know on the weekend, what do you guys buy as DCA investors or lump sum investors? If you guys make any moves also, just let me know in the chat. But definitely had a lot of fun. All right, everyone. So we're pretty much getting to the end of me saying, I hope you enjoyed this one, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.